Hey guys, still here and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. It's going to be the last episode of this particular playthrough. I have accomplished pretty much everything I wanted to accomplish on this map, and with 3.4 billion in the bank, I'm getting a little bored. I need more of a challenge. So here's what I'm going to do. In this last episode, I'm going to connect the two remaining towns that we have not yet connected. That's Osaka over here and Tainan over there. These poor towns have been isolated from the world for, well, eternity. They have not reached any sort of connection other than a road connection. And 30% of the population is actually using that, which is causing a little bit of growth. But of course, once I start tying it into the transport network, it's going to go a hell of a lot faster. So what I'm going to do is set up a small loop, starting in Quezon City, going to Tainan, going to Osaka, and probably ending up in Beijing, provided that I can more or less get a train to actually make that loop. The next playthrough is going to be something entirely different, heavily more modded. I'm already running some mods on this particular playthrough. But the next one, I'm going to try and find a map of the Netherlands. By now, somebody must have made one. And otherwise, I'll see if there's any sort of a generator. And there's also, of course, the mod which I have highlighted recently, which is the industry mod. And Industry Extra, I think it was. And that allows you to get a whole bunch more different transport and product chains. And of course, the Netherlands being a country which is, well, let's say it's below sea level to some extent. I'm expecting opportunities for planes, trains, ships, and of course road vehicles as well. The standard buses will be part and parcel of just getting people delivered from and to other towns. So there's going to be a new playthrough, probably starting this weekend, or has already started if you're watching this video a little later than the February 14th date when it's going to get released. Now what I want to have running over here in this little lap from Quezon City to Tainan to Osaka to Beijing is 2 fast trains. So I'm going to make sure that the train station over here on Tainan is a little bit more on the outskirts of town, to make sure that there's actually enough room. Let's see, let's go with a Dutch passenger station as a warm-up. I will make an overpass. In case you don't know what an overpass is, it's the way that the passengers get from one track to the next. And it's called an overpass because, well, it passes over. And yeah, this could do. Setting up a new connection here. No, I don't need to upgrade it. I just want connections, medium streets. And then over here, like that. I'm gonna go with a bus stop here, a modern bus stop. One there. This covers most of the town already. Another one there, and another one on the outskirts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tainan bus. We can already have some of the vehicles running around there. It doesn't really matter at this point. It just starts to generate a bit more growth in this town. That's the objective. Let's see what sort of buses we can have running around. Passenger. MB Integro connection. Engine type horse. What? Are you kidding? Hold on. Do all of these buses have an engine type? Here we go. Some of the buses have an engine type horse. Uh-huh. Sure. How is that ever gonna happen? Sometimes the game still really catches me by surprise. I mean, sure enough, you could argue that a bus has horsepower, but I wouldn't measure the engine in horse. I wouldn't call the engine a type horse or a horse type. So that's a little peculiar. Okay, back to serious business. Osaka needs a train station, and Osaka, I think, is the smallest town yet. No, actually, Yangon is worse. Oh, poor Yangon is over in the far east. Yeah, we haven't actually connected that to anything either. Do I really want to save that town? Yeah, might as well. It's a straight line from Osaka to Yangon. I just don't exactly know how much population growth I can expect there, if I'm not providing anything else. Now, it's time to go deep. We have to tunnel underneath a factory over there and an airport. I don't want to stop at the airport because I don't really have any reason to. So we're just going to keep going right through the tunnel. And this one here as well. And then I think this would be a decent area to come up. So I don't have to pay too much in tunnels. No, don't go that high. I'm surfacing here, yes? Yeah, mostly. That will do. That should also allow trains to run at a very high speed. Because it's a nice straight path. They might have to do a little bit of climbing though. I believe there is some slope in that tunnel. But it's nothing that one of those fast trains can't handle. It'll be fine. Alright, straight on. Nope, I don't want to go higher. I just want to follow the terrain. Why are you being so tough? There. Sometimes the game really wants to go for bridges. Maybe there's a bit of the game that has a stake in me deploying more and more expensive tracks. Maybe there's a contractor who really wants to get his keep. And he has corrupted some of my construction managers. You never know with these people. I mean, there are millions and millions of dollars, I guess, to be made. So it is arguable that that could cause stuff. Now then... Oh, Yangon is such far away. Okay, let's just do a couple of buses from Beijing. That might be easier to do. Beijing Holt only has one terminal that's being used. Oh, you're not very profitable, are you? No, you're not. Nor have you ever been for the last 15, 20 years. Oof. Okay. Alright, first focus on completing this lap. And then I can focus on getting Osaka connected. Or, what was it? Yangon. So, over here, we're also going to need a bus stop. And a street connection. Let's make that one of these, actually. Then I can go back to a medium street. Then I'll upgrade some parts here. And there. Then if I put the bus stops on there, that should cover enough. Now for those of you who don't know this mod, this is just a reskin, if you will, of the bus lane. Aside from that, it doesn't really do that much. But I think it looks better. That's the reason why I'm using it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it needs to be on this side. 1, 2, 3. Why? What? Why? Why would you do that? There's absolutely no reason to go there. What the hell? Oh, it's going to be in the wrong lane. That might be it. If it's over here, it can only go right. It cannot turn front. So it cannot continue on its path. So if I put the bus stop over here, would that change the situation? No, it would not. And if I change the road back... then it's perfectly fine. Okay then. Well, lesson learned. Don't use these things in every situation, because sometimes they might not work as you would like them to. Now that should get Osaka a little bit of growth. At least starting to use some public transport. And then from here, it's onwards to Beijing. Let's go with a couple of Citroës. The Citroën Utrecht. This is Osaka bus. Alright, off you go. And we're going to start turning right, I guess, through the open plains here. And trying to link up to Beijing. Ending up somewhere over here. And there also will need to be a direct line from here to Quezon City. Oof, this is still going to be a lot of track laying. Alright, let's see how far I can get. How far can I do in one stretch? Yeah, not that much. Tunnel. We're gonna dive away from here. And then surface once we've cleared this little tunnel, I guess, from the road. And here. Okay. Now. Let's not waste too much money on bridges, if you don't mind, game. Because we just don't need them. It's a straight pass. Now we're gonna head through the lowlands here. Bit of a tunnel, that's fine. And I want to end up over here. Because I can divert this track to go that way. Oh, Changsha can also be in the loop. Changsha does not have a lot of connections yet. So they might actually like being actually entered into a modern connection. Other than having a highway. I hope that I can pull this thing through. Yes. And yes. Okay, so that works. I just need to tie it in from here. This one's going to go directly towards Beijing. How am I going to do it with that cloverleaf, though? Maybe I have to do a small tunnel from here to the train station. Otherwise, it probably won't fit too well. I just hope I can go down fast enough. Yes, you can. He said, and then found out that he couldn't. I don't want to go too deep. Can I connect it here? And then tie it in? Yes. Excellent. Okay, do the same thing here. What do you mean a collision? Are you kidding? That part you cannot build. Because my highway's in the way. Alright, then we're just gonna have to redo the highway. Tracks first. And then tie that in. This one goes nowhere? Where the hell's my track? Start here. Connect there. Done. Now the highway. What's all that? Oh, very small stuff. Okay. No, I'm gonna have to demolish a little bit more. Large one-way highway. There you go. All better. Alright then. Next stop, Changsha. Tracks are already underway. And I need to get to the train station, which I have prepped in advance when I deployed it at some point. Because it's perfectly aligned. It already has a tram station, and it has a couple of extra tracks. So that should be perfect for what I have in mind here. Alright, can I tie that in together? Yes, there we go. Alright, and the next stop, and final stop, Quezon City. That, however, could be a bit more challenging, because there is one connection that's going north. Yeah, I'm gonna add another... Yeah, I'm gonna have to add another couple of tracks. And platforms, that is. High-speed tracks. Yeah, now the train doesn't like it. I know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, we'll fix it. Platform. And more track. And then I want these tracks over here to go away. Because there's nothing moving on there anyway. So that can all go. We're going to have one going this way. First demolish a little bit more. Start here. Go there. And start here and connect there. And then these two are going to have to start going off. Where's my track? Hello? Oh, I haven't built that yet. Yes, I was thinking of the other part. Straight through that mountain. We're gonna come out on this side. Here. Alright. And then this one turns left. And this one turns left. Now hopefully I can connect them in one go. Game willing. Yeah, it does seem to align. And from here, directly snap it onto the other port. Oh! I built an unintentional bridge. I was looking at it from top down, so I didn't quite see that. That's not what I have in mind. The unfortunate part is you have to completely redo this thing if you want to replace it. I don't believe that you can just replace a bridge. Which sucks. Because it costs you a bit more time. Alright. Stay surface. Yes. Nope. This part's fine. The part that's coming out of the station for some reason decides to go up. That's where the problems arise. Here. This one's going up. So now this port connects to that. And that track connects here. Done. Alright, I believe that I have everything set up now. Let's try. Start 1, Quezon City. 2, Tainan. 3, Osaka. 4, Beijing. 5, Quezon City. Give me a distinct color. Yes. Very good. Oh, sorry, missed one. After Beijing, we still have to go to Changsha. There. Great. This is Quezon to Changsha clockwise. Then we're going to have another one going the opposite way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. That's a no-go. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to tie it into the airport. I should be selecting that one. There you go. And they have each selected their own track. Excellent. Excellent. Now there's one more thing I need to do, and that is to set up the signals. I believe the right track's going... Yeah, okay. Let's divide it into a couple of segments so the trains can always keep going. Oh shit, that's the wrong set of tracks. I don't think I'm going to have a ton of trains running around here. I'm not even sure if I'm going to go for the super fast trains. That might be overkill considering the low amount of population I have on these towns. I don't think I need that much. That might just be a bunch of overcapacity. And I kind of do want to see this thing run profitable. I mean, that would be a nice way to end the series. Let's just speed this up. So already might have some growth on those towns. And here. Yeah, that will do. Okay, time to set up a depot and start buying trains. Spin that around. Lay the tracks. You're gonna go in from here. Cross over, and you're gonna go over there with a double slip. Yes. Okay, buying trains. What do I have? They're great distances, but I might not need the capacity that these super trains can offer. These can transport 133, but the top speed is actually too high. Shinkansens, 275, 160 people. I'll never be able to transport 160 people on those tracks. There's just not enough demand. This cost me 11 million a year. 12 half. 13, 10. Hold on, why are you cheaper? Oh, you don't have as much electric power. That makes sense. Loading speed, 16. Loading speed, 20. But then again, capacity is slightly higher. Alright, let's start out with having one Shinkansen on every line. So this one was the... Yeah, line 2. I have yet to name that. And the other one goes the other way. That was Quezon, I think... Yeah, Quezon Changsha, that one. Oh, what do you have? You can't get there. Could not connect all the stations. Okay, talk to me. What do you have? Are you using the wrong platforms? Perhaps. This one's fine. What platform are you using here? Yep, correct. Correct. Yep. Here? Is this the problem? No. Where's the problem exactly? It's between Quezon City and Tainan. Really? Yeah, you're on the wrong side of the tracks. If this is the right train, train 39. Yeah, it is. But you're just on the wrong side of tracks. Could you kindly go over to the other side? Are you happy now? No, you're not happy now. What is your problem? It's Changsha to Quezon as well. So it gets to here. And then here it starts complaining that it cannot get to the right position, potentially on the other station. Check, 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 check. Yeah, there you go. No, it's not. It is using the right terminal. So that's not the problem. Do I have all my tracks connected? Wouldn't be the first time that something went wrong there. Check, check. Is this connected? Yep. This bit, yep. Okay, if I tell you to go to a waypoint beyond that station, could you do that? So if I were to tell you to... where are you? This one, after Changsha. I want you to go here. Can you do that? You can do that. Oh, what? Now it's perfectly happy taking the whole section? Oh, there's something wrong here. I think it might have to do with its double slip. Because it did work originally, and then I added the depot and those tracks, and the game went nope. Yeah, it gets to here, to Changsha waypoint. And this is connected. And I know the depot is disconnected, but I'm not too concerned about that right now. Just want to see if this can be fixed. Yeah. Should work. Can the people not get to that particular train station, to that platform? Is that the problem? I can't imagine that that would be the problem. Why do you start here, though? You need to be on Terminal 5. Nope. Here you run north. Check. Are you unhappy with that port too? Quezon City to here? Yeah, that's something else you don't like. Okay, so something is going with the tracks here. But what? It's not electrified? Is that it? Yeah, it could be something as stupid as that. Wouldn't be the first time for me. There you go. Fixed. Didn't have any catenary. Track wasn't electrified. Now they're both going the right way. So I can remove these waypoints. 1 and 2. And now we should start seeing population. This is the other way around. Manage the line, edit the line. Quezon to Changsha, counterclockwise. We have a whole 10 passengers on that line. But I'm still requiring a couple more vehicles to start feeding. There is something waiting here, waiting to go to Changsha. Oh, I named that Changsha. Changsha. How are we doing there? Very, very few people, in fact. Then again, Beijing is not particularly big. It's only getting food, and it's getting nothing aside from food. No resources whatsoever. So, unsurprising. We still have an old train going to Beijing. Sorry, going to Jeddah. Yeah, not surprising. How is it here? Some waiting for the clockwise. Some waiting for the counterclockwise. Or the population is 420. That's not too big. Thought we could do better than that. Ankara is still way more popular. Way more popular. I need to change this train. It's also very old. This China vehicle. Manage vehicle. Replace. This thing can do 160 with a capacity of 115. Belastovka. The Russian class has a capacity of only 88. This one's 52 or 78. Let's see, where's the other one? Coming out of the depot. Geez, all the way over there? Oh my god, you're far off track, sir. This thing supposedly comes out of here and should be moving from Ankara to Quezon City. But because I don't have any closer depots, or because the game hasn't figured out how to use those tracks, this one is actually starting all the way over here. It came out of the depot nearest to Surat. Right. I just hope he's not going to be interfering with the fast trains too much, because this thing only does 120 tops, I think. Oh, 160 actually. 160. So it's not as bad. 75 waiting to go on the counterclockwise line. See, it just needs a bit of picking up. 47 there. Beijing might have just passed through. Yeah, here's train 39. 34. 34 out of 160. Oh, I need not have that much capacity. This is the yellow line. So there's 56 waiting. Yeah, that's still not near what this train can carry. Do you have any people wanting to get out? 284. That's not bad. And here another train just passed through, train 38. Oh, you are carrying a good amount of passengers. We have 51 over there. 48 and 48. Sorry, 48, 41. So these things might... Oh, not you. These things might run profitable. At least in a little while, because they still need to get more demand. They still need to grow further. So if I'm not mistaken, at this point I have connected every single town. Oh, no, there's one more. Yangon. All the way over here. Poor little Yangon with its 87 residents. Don't worry, it's going to grow to a whole 89. I'm going to tie Yangon into the highway. Because I think it's nice. Not because it's the most efficient way to do, but at least I'll be able to run buses along. Come on. Just deploy. Tunnel and everything. Click. Alright. Carry on. We're going to go right through. 7 million, 8 million, not a problem. I still have 3.6 billion more. Even for a bus, this is going to be a journey of months. I need an endpoint. Let's make it a big roundabout. Roundabout is nearly the size of the town at this point. This one, high speed. That way. And we're going to go right back the other way. Now, supposedly there was a trick to align these things perfectly, but I don't recall what it was. Maybe it was upgrading them or something. Oh, crap. I will not be deterred by one little dirt road. If you want to pass, you're going to have to do it somewhere else. I'm going to have to split a little bit. Pass through. Whoa. What the hell are you doing? Jesus, look at that elevation. No, game. No. No, no, no. Not doing that. Here. And I don't want a dirt road crossing my highway. Thank you very much. That's just weird. Carry on. Almost there. Here we are. Alright. So this... Excuse me? There we go. Now, I need a connection in Beijing. All the way to Yangon. I need a bus stop, and I need a way to get off of this roundabout. Let's see, is one bus stop going to catch everything, I wonder? Yes. That's going to be one busy bus stop. Alright. Yangon. All the way here to Beijing. Yangon, Beijing. Beijing. There. Alright, road vehicles. That's tram depots. I do have some road depots here. I wonder how many people are actually going to be using this thing. But I do want it at least to be fast. This thing can transport 30. I think we might need a few of those. Just Yangon to Beijing. Off you go. Ooh, nice. Quezon to Changsha. 105 waiting. Curious. That's 20. 86 there. Is that train actually going to run profitable then? Train 39. It is definitely speeding. It's doing 196. Current position. En route to Beijing. Where it can take on, depending on how many people get off, potentially a full haul of passengers. I might also need to deploy more trams over here because it might end up with just so many passengers suddenly being vomited out here that it's not going to be enough in Beijing Holt to just have one tram. Look at that, 160. I had not expected this. I had absolutely not expected this to actually work. And to potentially run profitable as well. There's another 108 there. What? So, 106 of those want to go to Quezon City, and 5 want to go to Tainan. Over here I got a few going to Beijing, some to Osaka, some to Tainan. Unsurprisingly, connecting the biggest cities is going to be the biggest boon here. Bling. 1 million. Some people get out, a lot more people get on. So much so that there's a big queue waiting on that station over there in Changsha. Not a whole lot I can do to help that, I'm afraid. Where's the other train? Here. That one is making a profit? Wow, that's not what I was expecting to say. Interesting. I wonder how much this is going to make when it finally drops off all the passengers that are waiting to go to Quezon City. Quezon is now pretty much a hub, because it allows people to also get on the Ankara line and then from Ankara to Surat and everywhere else. Alright, show me the money. 5.2 million. Nice. Where are they gonna go next? Quezon City, isn't it? Yeah. Or sorry, Ankara. Some to Jeddah. And the other line they wouldn't. Otherwise they just wouldn't go there. This is one of those new intercity trains. 115 capacity. This might very well be the one that was stranded coming out of Surat. 2.2 million. Offload. And load. Plenty of people there. I might need to add a third train. Now, how are the buses doing? The buses coming out of Beijing. Nobody. What? Does nobody want to go to Yangon? Is it such a godforsaken place that nobody wants to go there? Well, people want to get out en masse, but they never want to go there. Fascinating. So these people are all clamoring to to get to Beijing. Right. Poor Yangonians. These guys. Oh, it actually has... Wow. A couple of episodes ago, I was talking about how one of the buses I used to drive in Utrecht had a lot of students wanting to get on at one of the stops. This is one of those buses that I was on. It's a double, I guess a double harmonica is what you would call that. These things can swivel, both. And it actually has the text that says bus line 12, going to Utrecht CS, which is Central Station, Centrumzijde, which basically means the side of the center of town. This is the type of, or at least it's the line that I used to use. It's not the bus that I used to use. Now, I am curious how much this is going to yield, this bus. There's another 18 people, again, waiting to get out of Yangon. Yangon is going to double in size, 162. Starting at what we had a moment ago, at, what was it, 80? 80 something? Here goes the bus. Not terribly quick, I might add. Although it is getting up to speed, but then again, these things are supposed to be city buses. They're not really supposed to do 100 kph. They can, but I don't believe that they ever did, at least not in Utrecht. Although on certain bus lanes in Utrecht, they were definitely going a hell of a lot faster than they should have been. Now, the operating cost for this bus is not that high. I'm transporting people over a great distance at a decent speed. How much is my running cost? How much do I need to overcome? 153,000 a year. I think that's easy. Easily doable. Passing over the mountain as the vehicle is driving through it. Approaching Beijing. Anybody else on these highways? Yep, one more passenger car. So this is what I built a three-lane highway for, huh? For my buses, and some passenger traffic, some privately owned cars, but not much more. Was that worth it? Was that worth the investment? Because I think overall, and I wasn't keeping track of it, but I think overall I paid about 15 to 20 million to go with a highway one way. Not even two-way, just one way. Oh, and thinking about it, I'm going to try a one-way ramp, or a highway ramp. I'm going to try and make it go around. Bit of a weird angle. And then from here, I want you to try and link up. Yes? No? Maybe? No. Definitely no. Come on. There you go. Okay, so now we have an on-ramp. Now the buses are going to continue on the highway a little longer, other than taking this cloverleaf and going through the town. They're now going to have a faster way to get towards their bus stop here. There is one person waiting to go to Yangon. Wow, judging by the amount of people who actually want to leave there, I am curious what their business is in Yangon. What could you possibly want to do in Yangon?
Huh?
That's the Beijing tram. Is it the other terminal? You. Polina Gulubev. You want to go to an industrial building. Right, so you want to go all the way over there. Alright. Well, it's your choice. I won't judge. Where's my bus? Here's my bus. It just came off the highway. Struggling to get up back to speed. And now we're approaching Beijing. Yeah. All sorts of road vehicles deprecating. Is this thing doing 30? Is that seriously the best I can do? That's not particularly quick. Alright, bus, you've been underway for a long time. How much does this route yield? $400,000. So even if you just make one trip, you're going to be running profitable. Even if you make one trip a year with a full passenger haul, you're going to be profitable. Alright. So now I've connected all the towns on the map. Yangon is increasing, currently 135. Quezon City, 285. Beijing, 311. Tainan, over here, 355. Quezon City itself... Oh, sorry, that is Quezon City. There's just a lot of traffic going through Quezon City. Anyway, guys, with this, I'm going to end the gameplay season, if you will. The next one is going to be in the Netherlands. It's going to include a lot of mods, and I will highlight those in the description. So there's going to be a showcase, or what do we call that? A collection on Steam. And you can follow along and install the mods that you like to see. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I shall catch you guys soon for more videos.